Hey everyone, it's Tom from Mad Science Films, and today I'm going to be giving you reasons why you should get out there right now and start making your own short films. Being creative is his own payoff, it's his own reward, and seeing how your ideas play off and actually work and turning those ideas into something tangible. You know, we've all got these ideas, should be making this film or that film. Just get out and do it. If you've got the nous, you've got the contacts, you've got the ability, and you've got the desire to do it, you know, there's nothing really stopping you. And nowadays, with the internet, with Facebook groups, there are people out there, get out there and do it. If you're collaborating with other people, you're going to be able to learn off them if they're specialists in a specific type of filmmaking, editing, directing, producing. You know, it's going to give you a really good holistic idea of filmmaking, and ultimately it's going to make your project much better. You're going to get a better final outcome. Now that sounds counterintuitive, but you really got to get out there and make mistakes. I've made so many mistakes filmmaking, and every filmmaker worth their weight in salt will agree they made mistakes. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you're learning from those mistakes, it's going to ultimately help you be a better filmmaker. I was working on a film several years ago. We were in a very remote location and the logistics of it were completely overlooked. Working on that project, I learned a lot about logistics. I learned a lot about how things can be overlooked, and obviously I've never made that mistake. The more films you make, the more your style will naturally come to you. If you like quick edits, if you like long drawn out scenes, if you like, you know, twists in your films, the more films you make, naturally you're going to gravitate to those sort of your little film quirks and your little idiosyncrasies. And also when you're working with other people, you might pick up some of their good habits, and it might ultimately make your film style better. Networking. If you are working with different people, if you're working with different departments, you're going to be networking. If you're a good person to be around, if you're hardworking and good at what you do, ultimately people are going to want to work with you again. And you never know where those connections might lead you. So get out there, get networking. Now you might think you might have an all singing, all dancing equipment, and then when you test it in the real world, it's not at all practical. Now we've had that recently where we're using a camera and it just wasn't really good for filmmaking. So getting your equipment out, you're going to really find its limitations, see what it can do, and ultimately see what you can do with the equipment. And obviously practice makes perfect. The more you work with the equipment, the better results you're going to get. Obviously the more you're filmmaking, the better you're going to get at it. You're never going to be a perfect filmmaker, that doesn't exist, but going out there, practicing, working hard, making mistakes, collaborating with people, networking, being creative, it's all going to ultimately make your films better and help you develop as a filmmaker. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share, and if you want to add your little short films to our comment, feel free to do so. Cheers.